this lecture is presented with different categories of students in mind. Students preparing for advanced performance management ACCA examinations will find the lecture relevant. And students preparing for performance management of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, as well as students preparing for corporate strategic management and ethics of the same institute, we as well find the lecture helpful. Students preparing for various examinations of the various professional bodies all over the world, we also find the lecture helpful. So today's lecture, I've been looking at Boston Consulting Group model, BCG Matrix. So BCG Matrix can be called different names. It can be called different names such as growth share matrix, growth share matrix, product portfolio matrix, product portfolio matrix. BCG matrix is used to analyze the strategic business unit. It is used to analyze the strategic business unit or product line on 2x2 matrix in order to know where to allocate extra financial resources or where to divest. I've told you that it's used to analyze strategic business unit in order to know where to allocate extra financial resources or to divest. BCG matrix shows whether the firm has a balanced portfolio in terms of the products it offers and the market sector it operates in. It is used to show whether the firm has a balanced portfolio in terms of the products it offers and the market sector it operates in. BCG matrix aim at making the right investment decision. It aims at making investment decision. BCG matrix categorizes products into 4 using 2x2 matrix. It uses 2x2 matrix to categorize products into 4. Member matrix is a rectangular array of numbers in rows and columns. So it uses 2x2 matrix to categorize 4 products into number 1, we have the stars, star. Number 2, we have question mark, question mark. Another word for question mark is problem child or problem children. Problem child or problem children. Then we have the cash cow, and we also have dog, the dog. These are the 4 categories of products in which BCG matrix used to categorize products. Now we want to explain each of these and how to use them in examination question or in answering examination questions. At the end of this lecture, I will solve standard ACCA examination. Please watch till the end so that you'll be able to understand it better. BCG matrix uses square matrix or 2x2 square matrix to categorize products into 4. Remember, matrix is a rectangular array of numbers or rectangular arrangement of numbers in rows and columns. So this is 2x2 square matrix. So at the top we have relative market share. Here we have market growth. Market growth. We have high and low. High and low. So the first rectangle here, we have stars. Stars. The second one, stars like this. The second one, we have a question mark. Question marks. Question marks like this. The third one, we have cash cow. Cash cows. Just like cow. And the fourth one, we have dogs. Dogs. Domestic animal. Dogs. So, what do we mean by stars? Stars. Star product. If you look at stars, it falls within the first rectangle. From under high. So that means from the relative market share is high. The growth market is equally high. Therefore, stars are products. Stars are products with high relative market share in a high growth, in a high growing market. Products that have high relative market shares, high relative market share in a high growing market is said to be stars. I repeat, stars are products that have high relative market share in a high growing market. What are the characteristics of star products? Characteristics of stars products. They are usually new products. Star products are usually new products. Number one, they are usually new products. Number two, star products might not yet be profitable. No, since it is a new product, it might not yet be profitable. Number three, the product requires high investment to hold position in the market. Since it is a new product, it requires high investment in order to hold position in the market. Number four, entities should invest in stars. They should invest in star product in order to succeed in the future. For the product to succeed in the future, entity needs to invest in it. Number five, star products will eventually become a cash cow when the product reaches the mature stage of its life cycle. The star product may eventually become a cash cow when it reaches the mature stage of its life cycle. Now, that is for stars. The second one is cash cows. This is cash cows. So that means it's still under high relative market share. So under high relative market share is high. Then the growth market or market growth is low. That means you can say cash cows. Cash cows. Number two, cash cows are products with high relative market share in a low growing market. A product that have or a product with high relative market share in a low growing market. I repeat, cash cows are products with high relative market share in a low growing market. That is cash cow. Now, what are the characteristics or features of cash cow? Characteristics of cash cow. Number one, they are very profitable. Cash cows are very profitable products. They are very profitable ones. Number two, they provide large cash inflows to the entity. Cash cows provide large cash inflows to the entity. Number three, cash from cash cows helps to finance investment in stars. You know, stars is just a new product, but the cash generated from cash cows can be used to finance the investment in the stars products. Number four, it must be replaced when the product reaches the end of its life cycle. When the product reaches the end of its life cycle, cash cows must be replaced. Otherwise, it will start turning or incurring losses. So it must be replaced when the product reaches the end of its life cycle. The third classification is question mark. Question mark, which is the first row of the second column, which is under low. Low relative market share. Then if you trace it to this, you have it in the high growing market. Therefore, question marks. I've told you that question marks can also be called problem children. Problem children or problem child. We either call it problem children or we call it problem child. Therefore, question mark are products with low relative market share in a high growing market. A product with low relative market share in a high growing market is said to be question marks. What are the characteristics of these products? Characteristics of question marks. They are loss-making products. They are loss-making products. Number two, investment in question mark is very risky. Investment in question mark is a very risky investment since it's usually a loss-making product. So, meaning that the entity should not invest in it. Otherwise, they'll be making or incurring loss. Investing in question mark will result in a heavy loss to the entity. Number 4, we have ducks. Ducks. Domestic animal, ducks. It is the last one. Under low. Low relative market share. Then also low. Market growth is also low. Relative market share is low. The market growth is also low. Therefore, those are products with low relative market share in a low growing market. Products with low relative market share in a low growing market are said to be ducks. What are the characteristics of this product? Characteristics of ducks product. Number 1, they are loss-making products. Thus is not profitable. They are loss-making one. Number 2, investment. The entity should divest the ducks product. That is, they should withdraw the product from the market. The entity should not invest in ducks. Now, steps for using BCG Matrix in decision making. To use BCG Matrix in decision making, you have 2 indices or 2 variables to use. Number 1 is the market growth, and number 2 is the relative market share. That means you have to calculate these 2 variables. Number 1, step 1, calculate the market growth. That is the first step. Calculate the market growth. That is step number 1, the market growth. Market growth. You calculate that. Market growth is the percentage increase or decrease in annual market revenue. Market growth is the percentage increase or decrease in annual market revenue. If market revenue is given for a successive years, if it is given for a successive year, the market growth will be estimated with the use of the formula G equals to n minus 1 into most recent revenue over earliest revenue minus 1. To estimate the growth rate, you make use of this model. Most recent revenue over earliest revenue, the n minus 1 root of the most recent revenue over earliest revenue minus 1. Where n equals to number of years, G is the growth rate. G is the growth rate. That is the formula for estimating the growth rate where market revenue is given for a successive number of years. Step 2. I told you that step 1 is to estimate or to calculate the market growth. I told you that for BCG matrix to be used, that you have two variables to estimate. Number 1 is the market growth. The second one is the relative market share. So, number 2 now, step 2, which is to calculate the relative market share. Calculate the relative market share. That is step 2. Calculate the relative market share. Having examined how to estimate or calculate the market growth, we want to explain how to calculate the relative market share. Relative market share is equal to the division market share over largest competitor's market share. Relative market share. Relative market share is equal to division market share. You take the market share of that division divided by the largest competitor's market share. Largest competitors market share. So when you divide this by this, you get the relative market share. But where division market share is not given, where this one is not given, because division market share may not be given. So to calculate or to estimate the division market share, this one where it is not given, division or divisional market share, I've told you where it is not given, you make use of divisional revenue over divisional market revenue. This divisional market share will be equal to divisional revenue over market revenue or divisional market revenue. So this formula will be used to estimate the divisional market share or division market share where division market share is not given. To estimate that, so you make use of this formula. So the variables we obtain, that is the relative market shares and the market growth, will now be used to make our decision. So I want to take a work example. My example, you will be able to understand how to make use of BCG matrix in decision making. Now, let's take a work example. Example, food for thought, FFT, has been established for over 20 years and has a wide range of food products. The company's objective is the maximization of shareholders' wealth. The organization has 4 divisions. Number 1, Premier. 2, Organic. 3, Baby. 4, Convenience. The Premier division manufactures a range of very quality food products which are sold to a leading supermarket with stores in every major city in the country. Due to the specialist nature of the ingredients, these products have a very short life cycle. The Organic division manufactures a narrow range of food products for a well-established organic brand label. The baby division manufactures specialist foods for infants, which are sold to the largest UK baby retail store. The convenience division manufactures low-fat ready-made meal for the local council. FMT board have decided to perform a Boston Consulting Group BCG analysis to understand whether they have right mix of businesses. The following revenue data have been gathered. Year ending 31st March, all amounts are in million. We have 20x3, 20x4, 20x5, 20x6, and 20x7. We have Premier market size 180, 210, 260, 275, and 310 for each of the years 20x3 to 20x7 respectively. Sales revenue 10, 12, 18, 25, and 30. Organic market size 18.9, 19.3, 19.6, 19.8, and 20.4. Sales revenue, we have 13.5, 14, 14.5, 15, and 16. We have baby market size 65, 69, 78, 92, 96. Sales revenue 2.5, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and 3. Convenience market size 26, 27.2, 27.6, 28, and 29. Sales revenue 0.9, 0.9, 0.92, 0.94, and 0.9. The management accountant has also collected the following information for 20x7 for comparison purposes. Largest competitor and percentage share. We have Premier 17%, Organic Division 20%, Baby 25%, Convenience 31%. Each of division's performance is measured using EVA means economic value added. The divisional manager's remuneration package contains a bonus element which is based on the achievement of the division's cost budget. This is set at board level. Required. Using BCG Matrix, assess the competitive position of food for thought. Evaluate the divisional manager's remuneration package in light of the divisional performance system and your BCG analysis. Now, let's have the solution. Required. Using BCG Matrix, assess the competitive position of food for thought. You want to assess the competitive position of food for thought. The name of the entity is food for thought. Now, solution. Food for thought. There are two major things to calculate. Number one is the market growth. Number one, market growth. Number two is relative market shares. Market share. It is these two variables or two indices that our analysis will be based. I've told you that if you look at the information you are given here, you are given from 20x3 to 20x7. I've told you that where the information it says revenue or revenue information is given year by year, that to calculate the growth will be equal to n minus 1th root of most recent revenue, most recent revenue over earliest revenue minus 1. This is the formula for estimating the growth rate where revenue information is given year by year. You have for Premier, so for Premier division now, the number of years involved between 20x3 to 20x7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years is involved. Therefore, if n is 5 minus 1, you'll be having 4. That means you have the 4th root of what is the most recent revenue. The most recent revenue is 310 million divided by the earliest revenue. The earliest is that of 20x3, which is 180 minus 1. So, what is the 4th root of 310 divided by 180? The 4th root of 310 divided by 180. That gives us 1.146. So if you subtract 1, it gives us 0.146. If you now convert it to percentage, therefore you have 14.6%. 14.6%. That is the growth rate of Premier. The growth rate of Premier is 14.6%. So we are going to do the same thing for organic. We want to estimate the market growth for organic. Organic growth rate equals to n minus 1. N minus 1 will be 4. That is, since 5 years are involved, 5 minus 1 will be 4. What is the most recent revenue of organic? We have 20.4. While the earliest one is 18.9. 20.4 over 18.9. 20.4 over 18.9 minus 1. So the 4th root of that, will be 4th root of 20.4 divided by 18.9. That gives us 1.019. So if you subtract 1 minus 1, so it will be 0.019 times 100. So that will be 1.9%. 1.9%. Then after organic, we have baby. The most recent revenue of baby is 96, while the earliest one is 65. So the growth rate for baby division, the growth rate, which is 4th root of the most recent revenue of baby is 96, and the earliest revenue of baby is 65 minus 1. That gives us 4th root 96 divided by 65. The fourth root gives us 1.102. So if you subtract 1, then convert it to percentage times 100, then you have 10.2%. After baby division, then the next division is convenience division. Convenience division. We have convenience. Which is the growth rate will be fourth root of the latest revenue of convenience is 29 and the earliest revenue is 26. We have 29 over 26 minus 1. That gives us 2.8%. 2.8%. After the growth rate has been estimated, the second thing we need, or the second indices we need, is the relative market share. Relative market share. I've told you that relative market share equals to divisional market share over largest competitor market share. Relative market share equal to divisional market share over largest competitors market share. So now, but we are not given the divisional market share. That is, we are not given the market share of each of the divisions. You are not given the market share for Premier, for Organic, for Baby, and that of Convenience. Therefore, you will need to estimate the market share of each division. And I've told you that to estimate the market share of the division, divisional market share now, market share equals to divisional revenue over market revenue. Since you are not given the divisional revenue, divisional market share, so before we can calculate relative market share, we must have calculated our divisional market share. So we want to calculate divisional market share now. For Premier division now, what will be the market share? Now, Premier division, the market shares of Premier division now, so which is divisional revenue, the revenue of Premier division. Let's use the most recent revenue, let's use the most recent year, which is 30 over 310. 30 for Premier, we have 30 over 310 times 100. So 30 divided by 310 times 100. So we have 30 times 100 divided by 310. That gives us 9.7%. 9.7%. After Premier, we have Organic division. Organic division. You know what we are calculating is divisional market share. Divisional market share. I've told you that to calculate relative market shares, you must have known your divisional market share. So for organic now, the divisional market share for organic, we have organic, which is divisional revenue. The revenue, the most recent revenue is 16 over market revenue 20.4. We have 16 divided by 20.4 times 100. That gives us 16 divided by 20.4 times 100. That gives us 78. Let me take it to whole number. This one will be 10%. This one will be 78%. Then after organic, we have baby division. Baby division. The divisional market share for baby division. So we have the most recent revenue, which is 3 million, and the market revenue is 96 million. So 3 over 96 times 100. That gives us 3%. That of convenience division. Convenience division. So we have the most recent revenue, which is 0.9, and the market revenue, which is 29. 0.9 divided by 29 times 100. That gives us 0.9 divided by 29 times 100. That gives us 3% as well. 3%. So we've estimated the divisional revenue. Then we can now calculate the relative market share now. I've told you that the relative market share, I said, is equal to the divisional market share over the largest competitor market share. I've told you that for the purpose of our analysis, that we need two things. Number one is the market growth. Market growth. And the second one is relative market share. But before we can calculate the relative market share, you must have known your divisional market share, which has been calculated. Divisional market share. Then what we need is relative market share. Then we have different divisions. The first division, we have estimated the growth for Premier, and we got 14.6%. So we have Premier division. Premier, the growth rate for Premier division is 14.6%. We have estimated the divisional market share for Premier. Divisional market share, that of Premier, is 10%. 10%. Then aside Premier, we have organic division. Organic division. The relative market share, divisional market share for organic division is 78%. What is the market growth for organic division? The market growth for organic division was estimated to be 1.9%. 1.9%. So, after the organic division, then the next division is baby division. Baby division. The relative market share of baby division has been estimated to be 3%. Divisional market share rather for baby division is 3%. And what is the market growth of baby division? The market growth of baby division has been estimated to be 10.2%. 10.2%. Then we have convenience division. Convenience. So, the divisional market share for convenience division has been estimated to be 3%. 3%. And what is the relative, market growth for convenience division? The growth rate for convenience division has been estimated to be 2.8%. 2.8%. Now, I've told you that the two indices you want to compare, upon which our findings will be made, are the market growth and relative market share. So we want to estimate the relative market share. I've told you that relative market shares is the divisional market share divided by the largest competitor market share. And the divisional market shares is 10% for premier division. We've estimated that to be 10%. The largest competitor market share for premier division has been given to be 17%. Therefore, 10% divided by 17%, 10 divided by 17, that gives us 0.58. 0.58. Then for organic now, I've told you that the relative market share is the divisional market share, which is 78%, divided by the largest competitor market share. So 78% is the divisional market share, divided by what is the largest competitor market share. For organic division, we have 20%. So that means we have 28% divided by 20%. That gives us 3.9. So we have 3.9. That is for organic division. Then for baby division, we have 3% divided by competitor market share. And the competitor market share for baby division is 25% divided by 25. That gives us 0.12. So we have 0.12. Then we also have for convenience division, which is 3% as well. 3 divided by, what is the largest competitor market share for convenience? 31%. 3 divided by 31, that gives us 0.10. 0.10. Now, we now want to compare the result obtained for our analysis. If you look at the market growth, the 14.6% is high. This 1.9% is low. 10.2% is high, and 2.8% is low. When you compare these four. Now, for relative market share, the highest one is 3.9. So this is high. And besides, this product is a market leader. It's a market leader. I've told you that any product that has a relative market share that exceeded 1, that the product is a market leader. This is high. And this 0.58 is equally very high. It's equally high. But 0.12 is low, and 0.10 is low. Having calculated the market growth and the relative market share, so BCG Matrix uses 2x2 square matrix to categorize the product into 4. So now, in accordance with the BCG Matrix, we have relative market share, market share, relative market share. We have high and we have low. Then we also have market growth. Market growth. We also have high and low. Now, Here we have star. Star. Here we have question mark. Question mark. Question mark can also be called problem child or problem children. We also have cash cow. Cash cow. And then we have dog. Dog. These are the 4 categories for classifying products in accordance with the BCG Matrix model. Star is a product, if you have listened to my previous explanation, we said a product with high relative market share in a high growth market. Why? If you look at the Premier, we said the market growth is high, which is 14.6%, and the relative market share is also very high. So if you use the BCG matrix, we have star. We say star are products that have a high relative market share in a high growth market. Stars is a product high. That is for star, high. So it's a product with high relative market share. A product with high relative market share in a high growth market. High relative market share in a high growth market. If you go by this analysis, Premier Division is experiencing strong growth. Premier Division is experiencing high growth, that is strong growth, in a growing market. Premier Division is experiencing strong growth in a growing market. Therefore, it is reasonable to categorize Premier Division into star. So that means we can regard Premier Division as a star product. So the second category, the second product is organic. We said the market growth, we say is low. Relative market share, we say is equally high. We say relative market share is high, while market growth is low. Now, if you want to look at it, relative market is high, while market growth is low. This one is high. It's fall within this and this. High growth. That means we can regard organic division a cash cow. Organic division can be regarded as a cash cow. Cash cow. We say cash cow is a product that has high relative market share in the low growth market. Cash cow is a product that has high relative market share in a growing market, in in a low high relative market share in a low growth market. In a low growth market. The relative market share for cash cow is high, but the growth market is low. That is why we say organic division will be regarded as a cash cow, and this should generate a significant cash flows, and it should generate a significant cash flows. So, organic division appears to be a cash cow since it has a high relative market share in a low growth market. Organic division appears to be a cash cow. Cash cow. Since it has a high relative market share in a growing market. So we can regard the organic division as a cash cow. Then the third division is baby division. We say market growth for baby division, we say is high, and relative market share is low. Relative market share low. This one is low. Then this one is high. Since the market growth of baby division is high and relative market share of baby division is low, so we said the relative market share is low and the market growth is high. That means baby division could be regarded as question mark. I'm telling you that question mark can also be called problem child or problem children. Question mark. That means baby division could be regarded as a question mark. We said question mark or problem child, we said they are product with relatively low market share in a high growth market. Question mark is a product with low relatively market share in the, this is high, in a high growth market. On this basis, or on this note, baby division could be regarded as a question mark. Baby division would appear to fall into this category. Baby division would appear to fall into this category. That means baby division could be categorized as question mark or problem child. After baby division, we have convenience. We said the market growth is low And relative market share is equally low. That means low, low. Now, low relative market share, low growth market. Low relative market share, low growth market. That means that could be regarded as DOC. DOC. We said DOC is a product that has low relative market share in a low growth market and might well be loss making. Low relative market share in a low growth market. DOC is a product with low relative market share in a low growth market and may appear to be loss making. That is, that product may be making a loss. So on that note, since convenience has a low market growth and low relative market share, convenience division would appear to fall into this category. Convenience division would appear to fall into this category since it has low relative market share, since it has low relative market share in a low growth market. In a low growth market. So that is the solution to this question. So this is the end of my presentation on BCG model. So my next presentation shall examine some important areas which I have not covered. Thanks for watching Ezeka. Don't forget to like and share it with others.